On the mark, 68 with you once again, this time just 26 days from opening day of baseball season. Opening day, a magical time. For us baseball fans, it's like Christmas. Opening day, especially for baseball fans in the Northeast, trying to thaw out from a harsh, brutal winter. I became a baseball fan in 1978, and I really became obsessed with the sport a couple years later. So most of my big opening day memories, my most cherished memories, go back to the early to mid 80s. 1982, I'm at Cleveland Stadium with my dad. 62,000 of us there in 32-degree weather, snow flurries in the sky. But I didn't care when my favorite player, third baseman Toby Harrah, launched a home run. Unfortunately, my favorite pitcher, Rick Waits, the lefty, gave up too many runs and the Indians lost 8-3 to Texas. In 1983, I was sitting at home late night, staying up, as the Indians opened on the West Coast at Oakland, and Rick Sutcliffe was on the mound, his debut with the Indians. He looked great, so did the Tribe, 8-5, and I, of course, thought the Indians were headed to the World Series. Well, almost to the World Series, because a week later they won at home in their home opener, 8-4. Vuk! George Vukovich launched a grand slam, one of his 3 home runs on the season. The Indians beat the Orioles 8-3. 2 of their 70 wins, they looked great. Unfortunately, 70 from 162, yeah, they lost 92. In 1984, the Indians, their campaign going into the season was that they were going to steal like nobody's business. They had so much speed, nobody could keep up with them, and no catcher could deal with the Indians' speed. Otis Nixon, Tony Berdizard, Julio Franco. Yeah, they put up some decent steal numbers, and they won their first 3 games of the season, and then reality set in. 1985, I was back at Cleveland Stadium on opening day. It was pretty cold. Ron Guidry was on the mound, and as was the case most of 1985, the Indians' bats mighty cold. Guidry outdueled Bert Blyleven for one of the Indians' 102 losses in 1985. For my last opening day memory, I'm going to skip ahead to 1994 because finally the Indians had something to talk about, truly something to talk about, and truly historic on the baseball front in opening up Jacobs Field. 1984, Randy Johnson on the mound, pitched brilliantly, but the Indians outlasted him, and Wayne Kirby delivered the game winner in the 11th inning, and the Indians sent everybody home, one of their many sellouts to come at the Jake, 4-3 over Seattle. What a great time that was, and of course the Indians launched that great run that they had throughout the 90s. My opening day memories, there they are. I'd like to hear yours. I'm on the mark, 68.